Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a special edition of the Butt Rock Number Ones. I'm your host, Matty, at Movie Imprints on Twitter. And on this episode of the podcast, we have my good pals, Gavin and Alex, the lovely trio of Butt Rock soldiers. How are y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, folks? I got my Cool Ranch Doritos.
ooh, yummy.
And
Alex,
I'm ready for some butt rock.
Alex, it's really good
What?
to hear your voice.
Really?
All right. Hello, everybody, and actually, welcome back to the Indie Heads podcast, Butt Rock Number Ones. I'm your host, Matty, at Movie Imprints on Twitter. Of course, we are joined by the lovely duo once again of Gavin and Alex. How are y'all doing?
Hey, Matty.
Hello, Gavin. How
Hey.
are you doing?
My dog just fucking destroyed my whole ass apartment, so I'm ready to talk about this angry white boy music to get out my angry white boy.
I think. Were you playing break stuff in the house too loud? I think she was influenced.
We'll
by that, maybe.
get there when we talk about Mr. Frederick Durston Moore.
But yeah, as we announced last week, this one's gonna be a little different. We're taking a break from the charts and we're doing a special episode doing the should have been Butt Rock Number Ones, where we're talking about songs that I think either should have got number one or stuff that I think is important to the Butt Rock canon that we must discuss a bit more in depth. Like I said, I think this was one of the hardest. It was actually like legitimately difficult to put this together because there's so many things that I wanted to add, but I just realized like, shit, I can't add this for time. It's like, instead of having it, we could have had a 2-hour long playlist if we wanted to, probably, if we were completely unrestrained.
Yeah, we left out like 3 Stain songs I wanted to talk about.
This man Alex was literally listening to like random ass Stain songs, not even on assignment.
Deep
I
cuts.
went on Apple Music last night and just played the most popular Stain songs and just got overwhelmed at how much I like that band. It's genuinely fucked up. I need some help.
Something is happening to us.
But we could not go at it alone. We could not go this journey alone. We are joined by friend of the pod at Joya Newsom 41, aka Ivan. Ivan, how are you doing? Welcome to the Butt Rock Number Ones.
Thank you so much for introducing me, Matty. I'm honored to be here. Ever since Gavin told me about this idea, I was just stoked on it because butt rock is really, I think, in my opinion, rock of the heart, if you will. It's the songs that repeal the layers and for a large portion of, I think, men in America, the music that allows you to express emotion and vulnerability. So I'm stoked to be here talking about legitimately, I think, some of my favorite songs.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it's again we've gotten this a little bit over the series, but really this like listening to this playlist, it really did make clear that like butt rock truly is like the amberization of like the average like American mindset. This was the last time this music was the last time that anyone was happy, and there's a reason why like you still hear it if you turn on your local alternative radio station.
Alex is broken.
I think
there's a reason why if you turn on your local alternative radio station, you will still hear this music playing like 15 years after it came out.
I think it's kind of I think that butt rock is kind of in a way. I do.
Oh my
God.
god!
Alex, are you-
You okay? Oh my god!
How to stop.
Oh.
Ow. Ow.
So, somebody put this freaking freak on a leash, am I right?
Oh, I'm crying.
Okay,
My
okay,
diaphragm
okay.
hurts.
Okay. I was like trying to make a serious point, and Alex is just dying. And
You cannot say that butt rock was the last time anyone was ever happy and not expect Alex to just break like this. This is Alex has been Joker-fied more than anyone on this podcast.
Okay, compose myself.
I just peed myself.
Oh, deep breaths.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'll try to maintain
Alex,
my
you want to be you, Alex? You can like maintain your composure real quick.
I'm gonna try. I can mute. I can mute
Okay.
if need be.
Okay. Anyways, the first song we were talking about on this should have been Butt Rock #1's list is "Freak on a Leash" by Korn. This was one of my additions to the playlist, and we're starting off with a banger. I think if you were going to pick like what is the best new metal song of all time, the thing with new metal is that new metal is kind of weird, where it's like it is butt rock. It's like not. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. Like, all new metal is butt rock, but not all butt rock is new metal, I think is what I'm trying to say. So it's like Korn is technically butt rock because it's in the same era. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that this is the greatest butt rock song of all time. This song is legitimately amazing. It is like one of the best songs ever made. I mean that completely unironically. It is legitimately like an incredible song. Like, and the fact that we're actually hearing indie bands finally pulling from Korn is quite incredible, because I don't think we would have Black Midi without Korn.
Okay. I was about to ask for an example.
Can I?
The little grim... Go ahead, Ivan.
I was just gonna say, I did not realize this, but since Gavin's on this episode, I just want to say that the video for "Freak on a Leash" was directed by Todd McFarlane, the creator of the very popular '90s comic book called Spawn, which is about if you're unfamiliar with Spawn, it's basically about a man who is a veteran who dies in the war and makes
no. Let's get this right. Spawn is not a veteran. Spawn is a war criminal. Spawn killed innocent civilians. Spawn is a war criminal. But continue.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I read the comics, but he basically makes a deal with the devil where the devil's like, you can come back to life, but you're going to be a devil spawn, which is where he gets the name. It's very clever and subdued like that. But this. So Todd McFarlane directed the video, obviously a perfect match, but it was also made, it says here on Genius that it was made with help from Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris, who directed Little Miss Sunshine.
What?
Which was nominated for Best Picture. So I think like already you're getting a kind of like pedigree that you wouldn't expect from Korn, Freak on the Leash.
This fucking rules, Ivan.
Yes. I was pretty iffy on this song. I was like, is this song actually good, or is this like false revisionism that people are attributing to it? But it bangs, folks. This is a good song.
I feel totally the same way. First time I listened to, and I was almost not going to listen to it again. I was going to come on the podcast and be like, this is bad. But I listened to it 2 more times today, and it kind of rocks. It kind of goes. Boom data nama ima.
I mean, but legitimately, that like scat beatbox like breakdown part is like it is incredible. This is proto Gremlin mindset music. Freak on a Leash. I mean, the Freak on a Leash, the titular freak is a gremlin after all. I mean, this, at least in my head canon it is.
Apparently, this song is about Jonathan Davis's complaint against the music industry that abuses him and leaves him feeling like a freak touring corporate America, fucking making all the money while it's taking a part of me. So it's really, in a way, a critique of capitalism.
Marxist freak on a leash.
It's worth remembering.
I am broken. I have a broken brain.
It's worth remembering that
you guys have broken me. I liked things tonight that I never in a million years thought I would have.
We're not even there yet. We'll get there.
Oh boy.
It's worth remembering that Korn's guitarist Brian Headwelsh does go on Mitt Romney's talk show frequently to talk about whatever and play guitar. Yes, there's a
didn't he play with Mike Huckabee like last year?
Oh, yes, no, I'm wrong. It's Mike Huckabee. I apologize. Huckabee has the talk show. Yes,
he played with Mike Huckabee, and it was so good. And that like obviously just completely awful and embarrassing.
Yes,
it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like most of those, like, I mean, you know, a lot of those born again Christians, you know, they're not all freaks, but like 90% of them are freaks. Like Shawn Michaels, that's a freak right there. Although he's one of the cooler ones, I would say. But most of those guys, allegedly,
he's allegedly cool. He allegedly got into a fight with someone defending Black Lives Matter backstage.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was like with like Road Dogg apparently or something.
Yeah. So if that's true, Shawn Michaels, you're pretty cool. But this song, I was pretty like there's this Korn revisionism that's happening. Rachel brought it up on the last episode of this pod that like Korn is good, and I was kind of like, are they though? But there's no denying that this is a good song, and the fact that it wasn't number one is crazy. When did this song come out exactly?
So this was like a mid to late 1999. I think so the criteria that we have for like what makes it on here is that like it has to have charted in the time of the 2000s or like could have reasonably charted in the 2000s. So this one and the next one, they like technically could have charted in the 2000s, although they did both come out in 1999 technically.
So the question I want to pose here, which I'm not going to pose for all of them because it would take too long, but this one in particular, the first song we talked about on this pod series was All the Small Things by Blink-182, which came out in 99. Yep. Would you trade All the Small Things at number 1 for Freak on a Leash at number 1?
Absolutely.
I would not.
Absolutely,
no.
I would.
No.
I like All the Small Things quite a bit, but like I think Freak on a Leash is just like this is one of the like when we talk about the top tier of songs that we're discussing on this series, I would put Freak on a Leash firmly in that top tier. It's an incredible song.
This to me is like Roddy Piper never winning the WWE championship. He did not need to win it. And in my opinion, Korn did not need to win this race. Korn are legends.
I absolutely. Just because like we would not. Yeah. I mean, new metal is like Korn is one of the
Korn is new metal. Korn is who people think of when they think of the word new metal.
What's the name of that guy that died? That was like the old country racist guy who did the Devil Goes Down or whatever.
Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, didn't they do a cover of that like the other day? And they had it up on Bandcamp with. They did something with Yellow Wolf also like recently.
Hell yeah!
I think
Benghazi ain't going away. Okay, it ain't going away.
Benghazi ain't going away.
I mean, yeah. This song is like I didn't really have a phase with Korn I feel like people who did, like, there is something very, very sincere about Korn. Like, I think, like, Jonathan Davis was in, like, What's in My Bag, and he was talking about Salo and 150 Days of Song.
Well, Ice-T watched Sallow, so let's not get too crazy.
And he was like, oh man, like, this movie's fucked up, you know? And he does seem like a dude who probably is, like, genuinely somewhat disturbed. But I think, not to bring another new metal band into this, but I was watching today, like, this video of him doing the song with Amy Lee from Evanescence, and it's like,
it's good. The unplugged version of the song is surprisingly fucking great.
It's really great. It's really great. They don't do the... Sorry, you're saying, Matty?
I would say him and Amy have really great vocal chemistry. I was
for
shocked
sure.
that it went really well.
But one thing that is, like, also really funny to me about Korn was, even in this point, like, they somehow managed to get Robert Smith to play a song with them. I don't think it was this one, but still, it's kind of funny to me. And then also, like, kind of speaking about bands that take from Korn now, like, last year I was at a event thingy, and I was talking to some members of Screaming Females, and they were like, yeah, we love Korn, like, nothing else sounds like Korn. Like, and it's true, like, I can't really think of a band that just has this sound, or this kind of, like, very sincere approach to music that sounds like this.
Yeah, I agree. So I think we're all in agreement on this one. This one probably should have been number one. I wouldn't trade it for all the small things, but it definitely should have went number one in '99.
Absolutely,
point.
It's a good song.
It fucking bangs. It's incredible.
So should we transition? Go ahead, Alex.
I'm on the fence about Korn as a whole. I listened to the song Come Undone today, too, after listening to Freak on a Leash, and that song fucking sucks.
That's one of the later period Korn. I think, like, that was like 06, I think.
The guitar riff sounded like 3 Days Grace. Just saying.
Yeah, some of the later...
That's the new fence post.
I think some of the later period stuff is more hit or miss, but, like, I think like Got the Life, I think is really great. I think Adidas is really great. Like, the singles from this era are like really spectacular. I might actually listen to a Korn album in full, like, after, like, this week.
Yeah.
I literally have, like, I'm being published in an outlet in a couple of weeks. Like, I'm being paid for, like, my writing for the first time in a while, at least for like a respectable music website. And I'm also going to probably listen to a full Korn album this week if I have time. I'll probably listen to a full Korn album while playing, like, Tony Hawk. AKA, I'm going to be retransported back to the year 1999, the last year that anybody was happy in the United States.
I can't believe you said butt rock was the last time anyone was happy.
I will probably get into this in the next episode. But, like, my manager at my job, like I occasionally will open, and she'll play, like, she'll play, like, Youngblood songs and, like, Shinedown songs, and that's it.
Oh my god,
she's lovely.
The hell?
But she's lovely, but yeah, no, just bad music taste again. But I think the thing with butt rock is that, like, why is it that all these alternative stations, they still play new stuff, but why is all this stuff that we're talking about on these episodes, like, why are all these songs still in, like, really heavy rotation? And I think it is just because, like, it's like, this is, at least, you know, for, like, millennials and, like, maybe, like, late Gen Xers, like, this time, you know, this is before the recession, before, I mean, obviously, like, Iraq War and, like, the Y2K, or, you know, the Y2K, the .com bubble bursting. There was, like, iffy times, but, like, truly, like, the last time that anyone was happy before, like, we really did enter, like, this current state of late capitalism. And I think, like, people, like, going back to these songs, and only, like, going back to these songs, is them trying to, like, try their best to retransport themselves back to those times when, like, you know, they didn't have to work 3 jobs to pay rent and take care of their kids. So,
folks, it's just one of those days.
It's just one of those days.
So, for a transition here, can we get a crisp Dorito crunch sound?
All right, wait.
You know, let's
I'm
do
gonna
this.
load up my mouth.
Okay. Ooh, okay, break
Yep.
stuff.
by
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
And the next
Another
song
one.
is Break Stuff. Sorry, Matty.
It's okay.
We're really out of sync here.
Yeah. Once again, another incredible song. Not on the level of Freak on a Leash, but this song fucking bangs. It legitimately fucking goes.
Yeah, this shit fucking rocks. I like this better than Freak on a Leash, but I also think Fred Durst is such a more funny protagonist for life than anyone in Korn.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm always going to be more inclined to like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Finish your thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
My only thought is Limp Bizkit rocks. So go ahead.
So I will go ahead. So I listened to several Limp Bizkit songs while prepping for the second episode of this series. And at the time I was like, this shit sucks so bad. How did this ever happen? But like Gavin, hearing 3 Days Grace has broken me. And in a post 3 Days Grace world, this is just fine and even kind of good to me. The guitar is like what 3 Days Grace were doing, except good. Also, their guitarist is totally unhinged. I don't know if you guys have ever seen literally any picture of him. I don't know what he's doing, but I must respect the grind.
He's so cool. I love Wes Borland, right? That's his name.
We have two Wes's as characters on the pod now.
Anyway, yeah, no, Wes, yeah, he's a. It's weird because again, with some of these butt rock bands, like there are like people in these bands that are like very technically accomplished musicians. Like Wes Borland is like a legitimately great guitarist. Linkin Park, most Linkin Park guys are really good musicians. That's all I can think of, honestly. Korn also. I think Korn also like legitimately like innovative musicians in terms of mixing together the genres of metal, alt rock, and hip hop, and basically like, again, they were like one of the first originators of new metal.
I spaced out. Did you not say Sode?
Well, Sode is such a weird. I mean, I would say Sode, but like
every musician in Sode is like one of
the
best.
The reason I didn't say Sode is that it feels insulting to put Sode in like that category, because I feel like Sode is just Sode is like a fluke hit band. That's a band that like fluke became like a legitimately respectable, like just full blown. This is a real band that somehow became big. Linkin Park, obviously, we love Linkin Park. Well, not we, because Gavin, but like I love Linkin Park, but at the same time, there's some of those songs that still are, they're kind of immature. They haven't aged super well.
True.
But like Soda is just like, this is a great band that somehow became one of the biggest in the rock scene, which is still like mind blowing. Because again, as Rick Rubin said, they were a weird fucking band. How did this band become so big? Who knows? But nevertheless.
Okay, I just found a headline. I'm gonna read out. This is not surprising.
Okay.
Wes Borland has a musical project with friend of the pod Travis Barker.
Oh fuck yes! Now
other members of this project are former Nine Inch Nails guitarist, bassist, and keyboardist Danny Lohner, and a rapper whose name is Scroobius Pip.
How do we get Wes Scantlin into this band?
We need all the Wes's in this band.
Yes.
All Wes band.
But
that would be a separate group.
Yes. But let's basically, what if Steely Dan, but it was Steely West, and it's just Wes Borland and Wes Mudd?
Do you think everyone in Steely Dan's name was Dan?
Yes.
You know what? I'm okay with that thought.
Yes.
But Fred Durst is better than Steely Dan. Let's be real here.
If I go to Wikipedia and I find out that the two members of Steely Dan are not named Dan, I'm going to fucking...
I have some bad news for you, Matty.
Just don't check, Matty. It's for the best.
Their names are Walter and Donald, so
I'm
so sorry.
You fucker. You fucker. Steely Dan, I'm suing you for fraud. I'm taking a media law class right now, so I know everything about the law. They're being sued. Yes, even the dead one. I'm suing you too. You're a state.
Gavin, wait. You said Donald is in Steely Dan?
Yes, Donald is in
Cheeto?
the
Cheeto
Cheeto is in stealing.
He's stealing.
The Cheeto president is in the band Steely Dan, and that is why we must respect Limp Bizkit more than Steely Dan.
That would explain why Chevy Chase was in the band originally.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Chevy Chase was in Steely Dan.
No fucking way.
But before they were like Steely Dan, they were called like Cool Guys or some dumb bullshit.
That's crazy.
Yes, he was the drummer for Steely Dan before Steely Dan was a thing.
Wow.
And now he's just a dickhead.
Yes.
Did anyone from Limp become a MAGA guy? I just think we need to track the MAGA-ness of different butt rock bands.
No, Durst is just like probably like standard liberal, probably maybe like maybe centrist.
Durst is an apolitical entity.
Yeah, he posted like a genuinely from him like surprisingly good Black Lives Matter like support post. I was not expecting him. I thought he would just post like the black square, but he posted something that seemed like genuinely thoughtful for a guy like him.
Fred Durst attacked Donald Trump and also talked shit about CNN host Jake Tapper. So, I respect you, man.
That makes him a leftist compared to like half of these bands.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's basically Marx compared to like Three Doors Down or whatever.
Can I talk about the song?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please. I've been trying to bring it back to break stuff.
Yeah,
for a hot second now.
So I had a weird journey with Limp Bizkit where I for a long time was like, oh, this music's like awful and whatever, like kind of like the standard thought. But I think genuinely Fred Durst is up there with like Adam Sandler and Tom DeLonge. It's just like my favorite celebrities. Just like I think like if you are famous, right, like you should really recognize when you should stay in your lane, and I think that Fred Durst is very good at that, and I think that he knows why people like him, and he's like one of my favorite people in the world. And if you haven't, so over like quarantine, he's been doing like sometimes he goes on Instagram Live, and he just like starts painting like live and talks to people, and like it is genuinely he just seems like such a thoughtful and nice man. And there was this conversation where a fan was like, so what have you been listening to lately? And he took like a long pause and he goes, right now, if I could recommend some bands to you, I would say check out the music of Sonic Youth and My Bloody Valentine.
Hell yeah.
So I think Fred Durst is genuinely the coolest person, maybe in music ever. I love The Fanatic. I think that if you get money to make a movie and it's just like your passion project like that, and you know it's terrible, just like make it, because it's brought me such sincere joy in 2020. And this song is like legitimately, I think, maybe their best. I think this song is a rallying cry. It's an anthem. I think now more than ever, it's one of the most relatable songs in the world. And I was watching the video this morning, and you know, I think like a lot of us sometimes like to do like ironic woke revisionist kind of takes on bands like this, but I was genuinely surprised at how diverse sort of like the group of people who were in the music video for this were. Like there's a lot of women, even women of color in the music video. Dr. Dre is in it, Snoop Dogg is in it, and to list off some of the celebrities.
Eminem is in it too.
Eminem, Bam Margera,
Pauly Shore is in the video too.
Like Bam Margera, Seth Green. Like you don't need another like music video. This is everything. This band is everything. And I truly think that this band was ahead of the curve in so many ways. I love them. I love that there's a picture of Fred Durst out there holding up a Diarrhea Planet record.
What? Send that to me right now.
I need to look for it, but I think that Fred Durst is the coolest. I have a genuine like just utmost respect for him and this band. This song is a 10 out of 10. One of the best songs ever made. Bill Callahan or Big Thief or whatever will never make anything just as like the economy of words and sort of urgency that this song has. 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Wow. I think
can't
that
believe you
does
guys
it.
found someone even more butt rock pilled than us.
Oh God. Oh boy. Okay, so I think that's a
Thanks
good way
for
to
coming
end off.
on. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Ivan. Bye. Oh God.
If we deny Ivan the right to talk about this next song, we are the most cruel people on fucking earth.
No, we are not going to do that, Ivan. Of course, you are more than happy to stay, because our next song is a song.
I wasn't
that is
trying to usher them off. Sorry.
no. This song is very important to two of our members and to the other two, which is me and Alex. I think you kind of destroyed our brains with this next song. So,
I cannot believe this song exists.
yes. Gavin, please take. Gavin, what is our next song?
Honey, why you calling
Me so late.
It's Lips of an Angel by Hinder, and it's probably the greatest song of all time. And I have broken Matty and Alex down into at least respecting what this song is.
There is nothing else like it.
There is no song that occupies the space that this song occupies, and I think that's why people hate it.
It's a monolith.
It's nothing can compete with this. It's in its own class. Like it's so it's so no other song about cheating on your girlfriend is like soaring over mountains, but this one is. And it's just so it's hard to put into words what this song exactly is, but it's good and I love it.
It's because there's no reference point. We can't. Lips of an Angel cannot truly be good or bad. We can't judge that because there is no other song like this.
I will say it's good.
Can I explain the journey? So obviously this song played all the time on the radio when I was a kid, and I didn't really think about it that much afterwards, growing up. But of course, we come back to this podcast. Gavin puts it on the playlist. The first time I hear it, I'm like, wow, this song is dog shit. What the fuck did you do, Gavin? But I kept coming back to it. Because, of course, I had to prepare for this podcast, to the point where, like, I just reflexively just started dancing to this song. I was like, there's the video on our Twitter. That was a genuine moment of just like, I have to film myself like going off to this song because this song kind of goes off a little bit. It kind of goes off, and I don't like that it goes off but at the same time, it really is just like there is like the closest reference point I can think is like kind of like late 80s, early 90s hair metal, but like not really though. It's like in terms of like the subject matter, like yeah, it's very clearly like a Guns N' Roses inspired song.
Yeah.
But through the lens of modern butt rock.
It's kind of a country rock song too.
Yeah, it feels like it's in a space that hair metal power ballads, like country music and like all American rejects could all occupy, but none of those things could ever do this. Like this is a Hinder OG sort of deal, and like it's kind of shocking they only had one hit, because you think if a band could truly hone their craft into such a like it's obviously butt rock and it's poppy, but it's so catchy and like nothing can touch this. Like nothing comes close to this. This is the best butt rock song. I think Korn is outside the realm of butt rock because Korn is. I've made this clear. I think if you're aware of your mental health, you can't really be butt rock. And Korn is very much so aware of their mental health. Whereas Hinder, at least the singer who wrote this song, who's no longer in the band Hinder, and I hope you are doing well, singer of Hinder. I heard you are ill. I hope you're doing better. That is not a joke. He is
what
apparently.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, he's apparently lost a considerable amount of weight, and people are concerned. I hope you are doing well.
Oh no.
Yes, but it's just so like what what is this? Like, I love it, but I can't help but ask, what is this? You know?
I don't know, dude. You fucking tell me.
So may I talk
Yes.
about my journey with this song?
Of
So
course.
first
Please
off,
do.
I obviously have to shout out the person who made this song. The defining, I think, event of 2020 in terms of music, which is obviously Josiah Hughes of Blink 155, who made this into a whole thing where people started covering this song in just like nearly pretty much every single style of music that you can imagine. And I myself did a cover of this song in the style of Mount Erie, where I did like on GarageBand, just like a very lo-fi ripoff of Lost Wisdom by Mount Erie, but trying to encapsulate the ethos of sort of this song. And I have heard like now this song in so many versions. I have heard a D-beat version of this song. I have heard like a ska version of it. I've heard like so many versions of this song, and it every single time you think it won't work, and it's just like it works. This song, it's like Hinder didn't really have another hit, but you don't really need to have another hit when you create the Mona Lisa, you don't need to paint anything else. You know?
Da Vinci only did like 8 or 10 paintings.
Da Vinci?
Something, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a we're talking about history. I have a plea I would like to get out there. Corey Hansen, the drummer of Hinder, one of the founding members. I know you live in Oklahoma City. I live in Norman, Oklahoma. Please come meet me so I can just shake your hand and thank you for Lips of an Angel. I mean this. Also, I would like to point out that the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame inducted Hinder as a new artist when this song was released. The Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame is like 4 hours away from me, and I'm willing to go there during this pandemic so I can see whatever Hinder stuff they have. But my caveat is you have to come shake my hand and allow me to thank you for Lips of an Angel, because this song is look, this when people talk about the worst song of all time, this song always comes up. And if you think this is the worst song of all time, you're a fucking idiot. Like, just like, no, like if you take problem with the subject matter, I completely understand, but I don't know if the song even thinks the subject matter is good.
Right?
But, yeah. So I just like this.
Yeah.
Like, listen
Gavin.
to Pain. Yes.
Well, on your point, if
Yes,
you
go ahead.
if you like Pinkerton and think this song is any different than that, fuck you.
Not even that. The most recent Vampire
This
Weekend
is-
album has a song about cheating. So just don't just listen to the harms, baby. That guitar solo. Will said I have to talk about the guitar solo. So the guitar solo in this song fucking goes. This song goes. Like Matty straight up said when I posted this on the list, this song fucking sucks. And after like 2 days, Matty is like, I don't know how I feel about this song. This song has a hold on the listener that just it won't let go. It has its beautiful. It has Lips of an Angel. This. It's so I can rant about this song for 45 minutes, but I'm not going to because it's just
Lips of an Angel exists outside of space and time.
yes. Elon Musk is developing a cannon to kill Lips of an Angel.
That's how we know Lips of an Angel is good, actually.
Yes. Go ahead, Matty.
I mean, yeah. I you know, the thing is that like, is this song good? I'm somewhere between. Obviously, I'm not on the level of you guys with the Blink 155 shit. I that's a corner of the internet. I think it's, no offense to the Blink 155 guys. I imagine they're lovely. I think we even like had one of them on the podcast when they did the This Exists channel years ago.
Yeah, Sam.
This is okay. You know what? Fuck it. This is a good song. This is a good
Thank
song.
you.
This is a good song. It's good.
So,
Alex.
It's good.
so no, I'm not gonna counter that. I just want to talk about the chorus, dude.
Oh, go ahead.
This is better than anything on Pinkerton, by the way. You drew that comparison. This is way better than the album Pinkerton.
I agree. I agree 100%.
So in the chorus, the words that he says are making him weak. That she says are his name. That's all that he says that she says. She says
How
that
powerful.
he says that she calls him and says his name, and that's what makes him weak. I just needed to point that out. That it just really struck me.
Those are
Look,
angelic
women-
lips.
It's angelic lips. I mean, sometimes women be doing that to you, dude. I mean, shit.
That's true.
Women be shopping. Women be saying your name.
Oh my god.
May I?
Yes, Ivan.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of lips and women, sometimes they're
Oh my god, no! No!
Getting
Kevin
censored.
Smith!
What's happening?
Oh no, Alex, you sweet innocent soul. You do not need to know what Kevin Smith tweeted 10 years ago.
Well, you gotta say it. You gotta say it now. You gotta say what it is now.
Oh god.
I don't know if I
yeah.
want to know.
You gotta find the tweet. You gotta find the tweet. You gotta say it
Yeah.
now. It's out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, there's a very popular tweet that Kevin Smith made, the acclaimed writer-director of Chainsaw Bob Reboot, Yoga Hosers and Quirks, where he was making an anniversary post for his wife, and he wrote that her pwns him. So
Owns his dick. Look, get it right.
Okay. No, I have seen that tweet.
And I would like to talk directly to Kevin. Kevin, on the 10-year anniversary of this tweet, you tried to pass it off as your wife daring you to tweet the most disgusting thing you could think of. You're a liar. You have a bunch of old, disgusting tweets that people have not found. I have a couple here, but they're so gross, I don't even know if I want to read them. I'm going to ask that the listener tweet search from : at that Kevin Smith, then put a space, and then put gay attempt. The word attempt and gay put together as one word.
Oh no.
GAYTTEMPT. And read what he said about wishing if his wife was a man, what he would do to her. So, Kevin, you are a liar. You are a bastard. You are not on the level of Hinder. And fuck you.
So yeah, lips of an angel.
Yes.
Can you say what I need to search one more time? Can you say that one more time?
No,
I don't know. I didn't quite.
Please don't.
Gay tempt. GAYTTEMPT from that Kevin Smith.
Matty, you don't have to
Okay.
do this.
Okay.
I can read one of them if you would like.
Oh god.
Oh god. Yeah, I can't say this stuff. I get in trouble.
I'll read this. I'll read the second one. It says, "Gay tempt number 2. I want to bury my tongue in Jen's asshole. Wait, sounds like straight Kev. I want to bury my tongue in boy Jen's asshole." There's 2 more of these that are worse, and I'm not going to read them. So Kevin, don't act like these were jokes. You were horny, bro.
Can
You
we
were
talk
horny.
about some pure and wholesome butt rock again, please?
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
My fragile heart can't handle this anymore.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's next song. Oh god. I just realized the
Can we
next
get
song
back to
was-
talking about Kevin Smith?
And
Gavin, this is
say the song.
Gavin. This is on you. This is on
Look.
you, dude.
Look,
Say the
I
name
knew.
of the song.
Okay, look, I'm gonna just say my case real quick for adding this. The songs that were added to this playlist beforehand were "Freak on a Leash," which I was iffy on, but pretty much sure I was gonna come around on. "Break Stuff," which I knew I liked. "Lips of an Angel," which I knew I liked. I was like, this show has got to have a villain. So the song I added was "I'm Shipping Up to Boston" by Dropkick Murphys, which is a dog shit
This
song.
song fucking rules.
Alex, you are a liar and a bastard.
I love this song.
Alex, bud, you don't gotta do this. You know, you don't gotta do this, you know.
I do. I have lived adjacent to Boston my whole life, and this this song just makes sense to me. This is just what some people are like here. This song
Alex,
is home, and it's
Alex, show us that
deliciously
birth
short.
certificate. Show us that birth certificate. Your name is Patrick, and we know it. Show us the birth certificate, Alex.
My name is not Patrick.
Your name is Patrick, and you live in Quahog. This song fucking sucks. Anyone else?
Yeah, I decided to do research on this song because I made a tweet about it, and I think that it's funny to me when you think of New Jersey, you automatically think of like Bon Jovi and Springsteen, and you may not like Bon Jovi, but they're undeniably a huge band, and it makes sense that there's pride of people from there for this. And then you look at Massachusetts, and it's a Celtic punk band making a song that sounds like a St. Patrick's Day bar crawl from hell come to life in a punk siege shanty type thing. And I was like, how did this happen? I have to look at this. So the lyrics are not written by Dropkick Murphys. They are Woody Guthrie lyrics that do not have
Oh,
they don't have music attached to them. So they took Woody Guthrie's writing. Rest in power, Woody Guthrie.
It's just shouted Woody Guthrie fucking poetry.
do you still like this?
Yes. I
Oh
like
my
it
God.
even more now.
Alex. We broke Alex, y'all. We can't come back from this.
Gavin, Boston is the worst city on earth and it rocks.
Alex,
You know,
how are you ever going to talk about Phil Elverum again?
I will. I'll do it soon.
Oh no.
you know, I have so many friends from Massachusetts who take pride like so much in like their state and everything, and I feel like every time you meet someone in the Northeast like who is into indie rock, they just want to tell you that they've seen Pyle or Krill in the basement at some point, and you're like, shut the fuck up. but whenever it comes to this song, they just have like such bitter contempt for everything it stands. And I think to add insult to injury, Dropkick Murphys endorsed Joe Kennedy, so I think that just made it even worse for everybody.
That's definitely a hit on the song for me. I'll give you that. But have any of you ever watched Good Will Hunting? I mean,
there's Elliot Smith in that movie, and you're gonna go to Cap for this.
I have been to Boston so many times. I don't know. Just this song just works in my brain.
This is a commercial for jeans. This song is a commercial for jeans. Like
You aren't swaying me.
like it's like here's the thing. You cannot talk about this song without talking about Flogging Molly as well. But Flogging Molly wrote melodies and sang like catchy songs, and this is just drunk Boston people shout. If you could fit a song in a newsboy cap, it would be this song. Like it's disgusting. This song is bad, and Matty has been suspiciously silent.
I don't like this song. I'm treating this sort of like the presidential debate. I'll let y'all hash it out. I don't really care what the results are at the end of the day. I'll just let y'all hash it out.
I feel like I have met all the guys in Dropkick Murphys personally outside of Fenway. I don't know. I can't not like it.
I will give Alex one little bit of cred, which is the chorus to this song could be a chorus to like an early Against Me record. It could be like reinventing Axl Rose era Against Me, where they had like a song called Pints of Guinness Make You Stronger.
That song is good.
It is, but like you can't tell me that I'm shipping off to Boston. Whoa, like that is so Against Me, and I do really like some Against Me records, and it feels fucking problematic and awful to compare Laura Jane Grace.
Yes, God, yes.
Comparing a transgender, one of the most visible, I think, like trans public figures to Dropkick Murphys is awful. But I'm non-binary, so I get a pass. But
my lord.
But yeah, I think the song is bad. I think to sum it up, with actually a quote from one of the people here, which is Gavin's letterboxd review of The Departed. I never want to hear about the city of Boston ever again in my life. So, that is my stance on this song.
Jesus.
Okay. I think that's really enough of that, honestly. We learned a lot. We learned that Alex has been Boston pilled beyond.
Look, do you know what's worth fighting for? It's not worth dying for.
Okay, 21 Guns, Green Day. That's next on our list. I feel nothing towards this song. I feel nothing. It is too fucking long. It just seems like a slight. A much more depressing rehash of like the subject matter on American Idiot. I don't care about this song. 21 Guns, more like 21 Buns, because the song is the Buns. I don't know.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Matty. Thank you for your contribution.
I like this song. The chorus is real slick. I enjoy that sweet little piece of auto tune. It's a mixed bag. It's not great, but I didn't expect to like it at all, so it was kind of a pleasant surprise. Also, Billy Joe Armstrong has never had sex. That's my piece. Thanks.
Can I respond to Alex right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh god, I know what you're about to say. Okay.
Well, one, if Billy Armstrong never had sex, that would probably be good, considering the recent news surrounding his son. You can look that up if you want, which is sad. But speaking on the subject of 21 Guns, I will say that I'm a pretty big fan of Green Day's output up until American Idiot. I think that like that 90s Green Day output is like as good as you could possibly get in pop punk. I think that Insomniac is one of the best just rock records of the 90s. It's an amazing record. And for a long time I had this song as kind of like my least favorite Green Day track, just because I was like, I've never listened to the trilogy, for a good reason. And then this song, so I always held this song as kind of like, oh, it's awful. And then I have to bring it up before Gavin does. Josiah from Blink 155 recommended the documentary on the making of the American Idiot Broadway musical.
Already talked about this documentary.
Broadway Idiot. Broadway Idiot is, I think, unintentionally one of the best and funniest documentaries ever made about what happens when counterculture penetrates the mainstream and what the mainstream decides to do with the information received from counterculture. So there's a part where Billy Joe Armstrong talks about how after he left the punk scene, he's been so alienated and lonely in the rock world, and he found a community again in theater. So he decides to do a fun experiment where they bring in the cast from from American Idiot to record a version of 21 Guns with like Green Day in the studio. And I don't know if it's just because at that point I was so maybe irony poisoned just by the whole concept of Broadway Idiot, but I was like, this is nice. This is good. So sometimes I will just like be on a run or be on a stage where you're just kind of like in the stage of depression where it's like you're not really that sad, but you're not really feeling well. You're just like numb, and you're just like, I don't really have the capacity to consume any new music, so I just put on the American Idiot musical version of 21 Guns, which is for some reason in the musical. And I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I can't tell anymore. But I think that Gavin might have something to say about it. But when he said that this song encapsulates 2009, he was right. This song...
Well, I think one song captures 2009 a little bit better, and it's about loving a certain place you go to learn. But this song's up there.
What?
It's just talking about I Love College by Asher Roth. One of I think our favorite songs, but that's not a song that's on the playlist. But yeah, I think that 21 Guns has its place. It's still on the kind of like mid tier / towards the bottom of my overall like kind of like Green Day song opinions, but I see the merit in it. I think it's a very LimeWire song, and for that, it has my respect.
Look, we're beating around the fucking bush here. The first thing I want to say is I am going to give this song 5 stars on the app music board every day until I die. The truth of the matter is I feel nothing about this song. I think it's funny to give it 5 stars every day until I perish or the app music board goes away. But let's talk about the real meat and potatoes here. The guitar solo in this song is the theme song to the show Full House.
It's true.
Thank you, Rose, for pointing that out. But it is the exact same thing. It is the theme song to Full House.
Note for note.
Guitar. Yes. This song is fucking long. This song should not be 5 minutes long.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. That's true.
This song would be, if this song was like 2.5 minutes long, it would be way more respectable and fine. Cut out the guitar solo, send that to Netflix for Fuller House or whatever. Yeah, it's. I don't even. I think I added this as a joke because I was in my peak 21 Guns 5-star kick. But it's. It shouldn't have been number one, and I don't even know what was number one at this point. It was probably Know Your Enemy, which is worse than this song. But yeah, whatevs.
I should once again refer to the Guide to Punt song length tweets from Gain and Reedy. And of course, 21 Guns falls in the 445 to 530 range, which is this band is confused.
Yes.
Which if they pumped it up to 530 to 630, it'd be ambitious, great. Or if they cut it down a little bit, it'd be ambitious, good. So what could have been? But we're almost an hour into this thing. We still have so many songs. we're gonna fast track
on
through
the 5th song.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, we need to determine what the
tonight, folks.
We need to determine what the heavy hitters are. Is this next song a heavy hitter?
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
next song it's Wolfmother, Joker, and the Thief. Gavin, you put this on here. Why?
Because it's in every movie that was released from 2007 to 2010. It's whatever. It's in. I just want to point out some of the movies it's in. It's in Jackass 2. It's in The Hangover, and it's in Impractical Jokers, the movie, which came out this year. So therefore, yes.
I will make my statements on this song very brief.
Yes.
I have never heard Wolfmother before. Gavin sent me Matty and Gavin sent me this playlist, and I kind of expected to hate it because I always heard this band be like compared like semi-favorably to Greta Van Fleet, and when I heard this song, this is gonna be like a comment that I make that is gonna piss off someone. So, but this song immediately reminded me of Sleater-Kinney the Woods.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, Ivan. We're trying to speed things up and you drop that bomb on us?
So it's obviously not as good, but it feels like if a 7th grader at Guitar Center was trying to cover Sleater-Kinney's The Woods. And for that, I will give it props, and that's my closing statement on this song.
Oh my god, I'm not even going to refute it for time.
Also, the music video for the song does have the Jackass guys in it throughout the entire video.
Cool. So does another artist who will appear later on this list also has a Jackass theme music video.
Yes.
Not for the song on the list, but
Nevertheless, let's continue. Okay, this is one of the essential ones. This one actually this song probably would have gone number one if not for 9/11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is of course System of a Down's Chop Suey.
This song is
I already know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna say the song is good and be quiet for the fight to break out.
I'm worried
great.
by this. What?
Yes.
What fight?
Well, I don't hate this song or even System of a Down. Like, I like some System of a Down songs, but I will say that I do find this song kind of grating in like this stop-start type thing, and I don't really like the vocals in it. And I don't know. I feel like when I compare this to like Prison Song, I will take that song over this one any day. And I'm not like, I can't pretend I have like a huge attachment to System of a Down. I don't really, So yeah, I've always just kind of not been a fan of this song, and that's kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. I mean, Prison Song is perfect too.
I think Alex will take any System of a Down praise at this one.
Yeah.
Alex has been Boston pilled and System of a Down pilled so hard from this podcast. But I guess I will expand upon my comments. I get Ivan's stance of the stop and startness of it, but once you get to the trust in my self-righteous suicide harmony part, this song undeniably fucking goes. That shit is the perfect climax. I've listened to enough Fish songs to know a perfect climax when I hear one, and this song has one.
Yeah, I mean, it fucking goes. There's not much else to say.
Yeah.
It fucking goes. It should have gone number one.
Yeah, fucking.
And we should say it didn't go number one because there was a bunch of songs that Clear Channel banned from airplay, and Chop Suey was on the list.
Yep.
So
yeah, this would have gone number one and should have gone number one, and I think even Ivan would agree.
Yes.
Okay.
It almost has 1 billion plays on the YouTube music video for this song.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because it
very
fucking
close.
goes.
Because it does fucking go. Like, percussion is so good. Darren is like fucking incredible as always, and Serge owns every goddamn second of this thing. It's a great song.
Snatch that wig.
Yeah.
System of a Down, Stan lingo.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we've talked about System quite a bit on the pod, so there's not much else to say. But like,
and
this song is incredible.
We'll be talking about System again on the Indie Heads podcast, but not on the Butt Rock number ones.
Farewell, System of a Down. Thank you for putting good songs on this list, as opposed to 3 Days Grace, who gets the fuck you award every day of my life.
Yeah. Anyways, next song. This one, okay, now this is one that I put on. We should say that with the Butt Rock number ones, we talked about a little bit in the last episode, there was a period where, you know, for the most part early on the charts, you know, Butt Rock and pop punk lived together in harmony, but sometime between 2005 and 2007, there was a war between pop punk and butt rock for who was going to win out in terms of being the defining like genre of alternative music in the 2000s. Of course, as we know, butt rock ended up kind of winning out that overall battle. Although the pop punk kids, they put up a really good fight, including this track from My Chemical Romance, Helena, which is in my opinion, I think probably my favorite My Chemical Romance song.
I think
it's the first one I heard. It's the first one I heard, and I still think it's their best. I think this song is fucking incredible.
MCR just was the best band doing this kind of stuff back then.
Oh, absolutely. I think because there was no. I mean, there's other bands where, you know, it's either there's a hint of irony in there. They weren't full blown ready to go theatrical like MCR, or they were just straight up amateurs. We kind of we'll talk about two of these bands, either immature or just amateurs in sort of the pop punk, like hard post. Because My Chemical, they're a weird band to kind of put. It's like they're alternative rock. They're kind of pop punk, but not really. They're alternative, but like they're kind of poppy
just
too.
Fuck the weirdos who get mad when you call them emo. Just call them emo.
Yeah, they're emo.
Just fuck those old.
This is an emo
glasses
band
wearing guys. Just call them emo.
Yeah.
Like, those guys have lost the culture war. Just fuck off. No one cares. Go listen to whatever fucking shitty like screamo band no one remembers, and just fuck off. Like, you lost. You lose. You're a loser. Go away. They're emo. I have no connection to this song. The chorus goes. I have no thoughts other than that. Yeah. This band is not for me.
Yeah, I feel kind of weird towards this band because I think for a long time I thought I didn't like them, but obviously like I think like their influence on current bands like in indie rock and alt rock and just across the whole like kind of spectrum is pretty undeniable. I, like Gavin, don't really have a specific connection to this band, so I've grown to appreciate them more, but I just don't really have it. I think that from this album, personally, I'm Not Okay more than this one, because I don't know why. There's just something about that riff and then kind of like the chorus I think hits a little harder in terms of like my personal taste. this song is fine. I don't really dislike it. I don't love it. I think it's fine. If it comes on, I'll just be like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it.
I wouldn't have hated listening to this in between like actual butt rock number ones. I probably would like it more in that context. But I have no complaints, but I also don't love it. I understand. That's what I said about last time we talked about MCR. Is it's just I understand, and that's where I fall here.
I think I'm still dying at Rachel asking you like non-confrontational question. What do you like?
Look, I had to be on. Would you rather me lied?
No.
I said Blink
no,
182 and Fish.
No, absolutely not. Anyways, okay, let's okay. So this
Wait.
one, okay. So Mike,
Maddie,
what?
Maddie, you
Yes.
put this song on here thinking you wouldn't get roasted. Go ahead.
So again, so like Helena, this one, it's not actual butt rock, but it is in the era of butt rock.
What?
I think it's a great
What?
song.
No, this is undeniable.
butt rock.
Wait, no, shut up.
This is
You didn't- I said-
quintessential butt rock.
Stop. I said Helena is not butt rock. I was saying Helena is not butt rock, but it's in the butt rock era. You didn't let me finish, you motherfuckers. But with
I thought you were
Arms Wide
talking
Open,
about Creed.
no. With Arms Wide Open is absolutely butt rock. There's no doubts about it. This is a butt rock song through and through.
Maddie?
This is one of the definitive butt rock songs.
Scott
But
Stapp is kind
I-
of hot.
Oh my god! There goes the rest of this fucking podcast. Here goes the 20-minute. Dave Grohl, come back, please. God, I'd rather talk about Dave Grohl's sex. God.
Oh god. Anyways,
Maddie, if you would have put My Sacrifice, if you would have put Higher, I'd probably go to bat for you. This song sucks ass. This song is boring. This song is boring. This shit sucks.
Welcome to this place.
So,
I was expecting to actually
my
defend
God.
this song because Higher is kind of good, but yeah.
Yes.
I will sort of defend this song in that I think the solo to this song kind of sounds like Built to Spill. Like it's got a little bit of like
What is? Oh,
it
look,
kind of
first
sounds.
off-
It kind of sounds like a Keep It Like a Secret like track, and just like
oh my god.
and just like I feel like if Doug March stole this riff, we'd be like, oh man, that's so sick.
It is in that vein.
Let us proceed. So as soon as Alex said that Scott Stapp was hot, and Gavin and Ivan started shit talking Scott Stapp of the band Creed, which is basically it is a Christian rock band. Our Zencaster went to fucking shit. Gavin's dog fucking fucked up his mic and then therefore fucked up his audio, and we luckily were able to recover most of it. But I think we all should say very nice things about Creed, because God is clearly very upset at us, because very clearly upset that you guys were shit talking this song, which I think fucking goes hard.
With Arms Wide Open is so good. I think this song is so good, and I don't think that it's bad. Yeah, this song is. Oh, this song's good.
This song sounds like it was recorded underwater in a good way.
Yeah, like a cool fish way, but not like cool fish, not the band Fish, but like an actual fish. Oh, Scott Stapp, you're so attractive and cool, Scott.
So Scott Stapp got a blowjob next to Kid Rock.
Oh, that's so cool, Scott. Wow.
And I think that anybody who can get someone to consensually suck their dick next to Kid Rock is cool. I think that this song has a solo that sounds like Built to Spill, and Doug March, or however you say it.
Nope. You said, Ivan, you said that the last time, and our Zencaster fucked up. You're tempting fate by putting this thought out there again.
It's a compliment. I think this song is not something that I would put on all the time, but I think it has its place. I think it's cool. I think Scott Stapp is cool. I think I saw a video where he said he loves to laugh, and I do too. And you know what? 10 out of 10 for With Arms Wide Open. Why
Yeah.
not?
Wow.
What else am I
Yeah.
gonna do? Watch the debate? No, it's got step season.
I
You
would
can't-
say that compared to the debate, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 song.
Oh, absolutely. I think
Yeah.
as
The
we
debate doesn't even slap.
does anyone else have anything to say, or if not, I would like to add a closing thought.
Go off.
Go
So,
ahead. Go ahead.
my closing thought is you can't stop the stop.
I would have rather you not said that.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Our next song is Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. As Gavin said, you fucking emo kids, you lost the culture war. This is an emo band. Fuck you. This is one of the most iconic emo songs ever written. And I say iconic. I don't say, well, here's the thing. I think it's great, but my co-host here disagree with
Brandon
me.
Urie is evil Brandon Flowers. They even share a first name, and then one of their last names is one letter away from the word urine, and the other one is literally flowers. Brandon Urie is way more punishing to listen to than Jared Leto, and something is deeply wrong with
Yes, Alex is correct on this. This song goes in the way that the dumbest song on earth can go. It's so bad, but also like if you put it on, I would pretend like it simply does not exist. I would close my eyes and not hear it. Brendan Urine is all I have to say about this song. You made high hopes. You don't get a pass for this one.
Yeah. Well, it helps that I didn't write the song. So here's like there's two distinct eras of Panic at the Disco. There is the Ryan Ross era, and then there is the Brendan Urie era. This is at this point in time, Panic at the Disco. It is Ryan Ross's band, but Brandon Urie is just singing his songs. It's just like Fall Out Boy, where Pete Wentz writes all the lyrics, but Patrick writes the music and all that stuff and makes the lyrics like somewhat good. Anyways, this song it is a classic of my childhood. I think I memorized this entire album. I think I re-listened to A Fever You Can't Sweat Out recently. This album is still kind of good, and I will lukewarmly go to bat for it.
I'm not gonna take you up on that, but I will say that this song was written about the couple in Lips of an Angel.
But this song does not go like Lips
Oh
of
my
an Angel
God.
goes.
No, sir. No, it does not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I would say I don't really have much to say about the song beyond I don't care if Ryan Ross or Brendan Urie should wrote it. I think that they both should be tried for war crimes in Guantanamo or wherever it was. Wherever it was that Harold and Kumar were, I think that's where
White
where they
Castle.
But I think didn't they escape from Guantanamo in like the second one?
Great question. Never seen it.
Okay, anyway, I think that's it. I think the song sucks. I think that Brendan Urie apparently is like canceled. He's like soft canceled apparently. I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not gonna go into details or whatever. But I don't like this song. I don't like any of his music. I saw Panic at the Disco open, and I'll play with Weezer that one time, and I felt old, and I was 16, and that is my take on Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, sure.
You can't even argue.
I like
you
the song.
Can't even disagree.
Sure,
You just-
sure. I can't. Honestly, when anyone here's the thing, I can't. When anyone talks shit on Panic, I can't disagree because like they're right, but for early Panic, I don't care. Like I don't care. This is garbage trash. But sometimes trash is good. Sometimes you love to eat.
We
the
all
garbage,
just
and I
defended
think
Lips of an
this is
Angel. We
fine
agree that
garbage.
trash
Wait.
can be good.
Yeah, earlier I said the song "Shipping Up to Boston" by the Dropkick Murphys was good. So you're allowed this, Matty.
We all have our moments of weakness, you know. But this song leads in pretty nicely to the next song that I selected for this playlist, which is Fall Out Boy's Sugar We're Going Down. So of course, Panic at the Disco would not be a band if not for Fall Out Boy, because Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz discovered Panic and then signed them to his imprint on Fueled by Ramen. And this song, you
Yeah,
giggling,
it's
Ivan?
just
Do I hear you
this is
giggling?
just a quick little aside, but I think it's so funny that at this point in time, Pete Wentz had like all the Fall Out Boy money, and he decided to put out this band, and then he went, you know what other thing I should put out on the same label is the New Jersey pop punk band called Lifetime, exclusively liked by balding 35-year-olds still singing about girls at DIY shows. Like, that was what he decided to do with his money, and I gotta respect it. I think that's sick. But yes, continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, Pete Wentz. It is insane that he was a tastemaker for a period of time. Because Pete Wentz, of course, is a garbage
Yeah.
human being if you read up. But at the same time, Pete Wentz, he's a garbage human being. His lyrics are like god awful and trashy, just like such a piece of shit. But fuck, man, could Patrick Stump turn these like god awful lyrics into some fucking
Yeah, this
killer
shit
tracks?
goes.
This song, it
Yeah,
goes
this-
so
I-
hard.
Yeah,
I think I'm the contrarian on this song because I don't hate it, but I kind of feel about it like how I said about Helena by My Chemical Romance, where I think like this song is the one that people love so much and they just like go so hard to it, and I'm always just like, yeah, it's like fine. I think like with Fall Out Boy, they were sort of like a band that I didn't really like, and then my friend James, who is a very they have like a very cool queer core band and everything, and they're like, Fall Out Boy is one of my favorite bands, and I was like, what? But they basically bullied me into liking Take This to Your Grave, so like I kind of like that now, but I just don't really have like that many strong opinions on the Fall Out Boy discography otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like other songs I could have picked, but I think like, you know, this is the breakthrough Fall Out Boy track. Like this is the one that got them on the radio and made them become like one of the biggest bands of the time. I was thinking about this today while listening to the playlist. It is sort of crazy. I talked briefly about sort of the war between butt rock and pop punk, and it is crazy. But basically by 2008, like pop punk had lost the battle. Panic, their follow-up album flopped because they tried to sound like the Beatles. Fall Out Boy's like follow-up of Infinity on High, that one flopped, and they ended up like breaking up for a couple of years. At this point, Blink, they had been gone for some time, and Plus 44 hadn't really been making any moves. Sum 41, they had a lineup change, and so therefore they weren't really popping off anymore. But these butt rock bands, Nickelback, Seether, Shinedown, they just kept on chugging, and they just kept churning out hit
Emphasis
after hit
on
after hit
chugging.
until
'cause-
chugging.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
but
a
yeah.
good song, question mark. Like I think this song works against what it is. Like I think this song is all Patrick Stump and his voice and the hooks. Like that's what this song is. Like everything else about it is whatever typical emo quotation marks, sorry guys who listen to fucking like mineral or whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, can I
Vibes.
say can I say a quick little aside?
Yeah.
So, if you want to go into like the whole history, like all of the Fall Out Boy members have like very legit backgrounds in like DIY and hardcore and stuff. And Pete Wentz used to play in this band called Race Trader, and their drummer Andy also played in it. And last year, Race Trader was playing at a fest that I went to, and I convinced my friend. I was like, we should go and take a picture with Andy from Fall Out Boy because it's so funny that he's still doing this shit. Like he literally used his Fall Out Boy money to like fund his straight edge hardcore bands. So and I was like so stoked. And I was like, please, can we do this? And they like finally were like, fine. And then the day of the fest, I realized that they changed drummers for that night, and Andy from Fall Out Boy wasn't there. And I
Oh
was so
no!
F.
I was so pissed.
Oh, okay. Actually, so I've had the Andy Hurley Wikipedia page pulled up because I did find a very fun factoid about him while doing research for this episode. Of course, as you mentioned, he is a vegan, straight edge and vegan. From the personal life and views, Hurley identifies himself as an anarcho-primitivist, explaining that this means that he believes that humans are supposed to live the way they lived prior to 10,000 years ago.
I can't
When
believe
asked about
one of
this
the
issue-
Fallout guys is an anarcho-primitivist.
When asked about this in a February 2007 issue of Alternative Press, he said that his career contradicted his beliefs, but at the same time, he had to make a living. Hurley is a CrossFit athlete.
I'm also pretty sure that there's pictures of Andy from Fallout Boy wearing a Chapo Trap House t-shirt somewhere.
he has
Oh
a-
yes.
No, he has a photo with him. Like, there's a photo of him and Felix like hanging out.
God.
Like, he's cool. Like,
Well,
Hurley's kind of cool.
I heard one of my Twitter mutuals was like they were talking about how Andy lives in Portland and he owns like a coffee shop, and apparently he lives in like some mansion in the city, and he's dating like a 23-year-old influencer while
God.
being like an anarchist online, and it's so sick. It's everything you could
Dude's
want
rock.
from a
Dude's
Fall Out Boy
rock.
drummer.
That rocks.
yeah.
You know, shouts out, Andy. You were today's playa of the week.
If you're not gonna, do you think we have anything else to say about this song? Because if not,
I
No.
think we can move. We can move on.
I
to the
am
next
so
song.
stoked to talk about the next one. If I may bring it up,
Mhm.
Oh God.
"Scars" by Papa Roach. I want to say that I was personally unfamiliar with this one. I only know "Last Resort" from Papa Roach, and I listened to this song. It was one of the few on the list that I was unfamiliar with, and it is so fucking good. It is
Hell yeah.
unbelievable how good this song is. And I think like the weird thing about Papa Roach is it's impossible to take a band called Papa Roach with a singer that looks like that seriously.
First of all, that's a singer. Let's get his name right. His name is Jacoby Shaddix.
Jacoby Shaddix. By the way, I learned today Jacoby Shaddix is a devout Christian.
Hell yeah, Jacoby Shaddix.
Oh God, I just realized. Hang on, sorry. I just realized why they're called Papa Roach. They're called Papa Roach because Jacoby. Can you say the name? Jacoby Shaddix?
Yes.
Because Jacoby Shaddix had a terrible dad. That's why they call Papa Roach.
Oh my God. Wow.
I just realized that.
So one.
Anyways, this song fucking sucks. This song sucks
No,
so much.
no.
This song is so good, and so I looked up the writing of this song because a couple of years ago, I don't remember the date exactly, but they released a new album, and it was like on a day where there were like a bunch of stacked releases, and I ironically went like, I'm gonna listen to the Papa Roach album and I'm gonna love it, and I made it one song in before going like, this is fucking awful. But I looked up this song because Last Resort is like their biggest hit, and that's a song that Jacoby Shaddix has said is about suicide and kind of like about his struggles with suicidal thoughts. This song is also a song that he credits Scars. He credits it with saving his life. He says that it's a story of a horrible night in Vegas where he apparently tried to kill himself with, I can't really tell what Wikipedia is saying, but it says that he had 11 staples in his head. So I don't know if he like grabbed a stapler
What?
and just like put
Holy
it up
shit.
against his head. But that is it. So he basically he was in the hospital and he wrote this song about kind of like the aftermath of it. And it's so weird that a band named Papa Roach that looks like this, has those names and everything, is trying to be like so earnest and sincere about mental health while also encapsulating butt rock at its like peak.
Scars remind us that the past is real.
This song is good. Maddie is wrong.
Yeah, this is a good song, Matty.
It's sick. It has a great chorus. I think the verses are great. I think there's a video that I saw on YouTube of them playing this song acoustic in a YouTube space that has like CBGB's font in the background, and it's sick. Also, before we move on, I want to say that I found today, I was looking up Papa Roach, and there was a bonus track on one of their records where they covered Gouge Away by Pixies. And it's sick. It's legitimately really, really good. So I think they're cooler than we give them credit for. I think I stand by the Roach. They hate Paul Ryan. 10 out of 10 for Scars. I think it's great.
Matty wanted to pick this to talk about the MTV show Scarred, and that is it. Let's be real.
I wasn't. Now that you say that, I definitely want to briefly talk about that show that the Papa Roach guy hosted.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby
Shaddix.
Why did my parents let me watch that fucking show? Like,
that's such a good question. That was gnarly.
Oh wait, can I say one thing? One thing before we move on and officially.
Oh my god, you know the answer. Go ahead, just fucking go ahead.
Okay. So, no, it's just really funny because the other day, my friend Miranda, shout out at Miranda Rayner on Twitter, was saying, "Wow, Ivan, I feel like you're never earnest about music unless it's the super cool women type artist that you like." And then this morning, I went from PJ Harvey to Papa Roach, and I went, "She's right." So thank you, Miranda.
Thank you, Miranda, for that. This song is good.
Straight.
At the end of the day,
yes.
But Matty, do you need to go first?
I was gonna say at the end of the day, my weakness is that I care too much. Go ahead.
Stray thought, but I think a requisite for joining a rock band in this era was that you hate someone's dad. So I just think this gives Papa Roach more cred. And that's been in my brain for a little bit. That's all I have to say about this song. It's fine. It's good. Let's talk about the song Party Hard by Andrew WK, which is next on our list.
So this one was sent in by someone, right? We took suggestions on Twitter.
Okay, so a couple these last couple songs, they were suggestions from people on Twitter. Scars was, and so is this. And actually, before we continue to talk about this, shout out to Ann Introducing, who just did an episode on Andrew WK. By the time this podcast is up, I have I think probably my episode that I did with on Scott Walker should be up also. Ooh. So hey, get some more listening to do. I talked about Scott Walker with them, which again, as I mentioned, my brain has been in total whiplash going from Joyce Manor to Butt Rock to Scott Walker, then back to Butt Rock. It's been total whiplash in my cranium right now. Insane in the membrane.
You did this, Matty. This is
your fault. Idea.
It is. No, it's. Look, Alex. I understand this is completely my fault. Anyways, back to Party Hard. This song, I seriously, I only know Andrew WK from the Cartoon Network show Build, Destroy, Build. That's all I know him from. But this song does kind of fucking slap.
This song is so fucking good. And I proposed a theory in our chat earlier that I would like to state on record so everyone can believe it. I think if rock music adapted more to what Andrew WK and The Darkness were putting out there, instead of Seether and Shine Down and like whatever late era Puddle of Mud songs we're about to try and stomach through, like rock music, it would still be dead. Make no mistake, rock, it was gonna die, but it would maybe have a bit more respect than whatever disgusting slop that shit is. Like it would be fun. At least people would at least like respect the funness of it. Then
I feel like there could still be some hits if we had decided like that was the way.
Yes, instead of like ex-ambassadors or whatever sort of disgusting like post butt rock shit we're trying to slop our brains through.
The next major band that rock music would produce is Cage the Elephant.
Oh my god. Well, there's arguments to be made about some peppered in there, but yeah, Cage the Elephant is definitely like the one that people like. at least kind of pretend to respect. But this song is so good. I loved Andrew WK as a teenager, and like this whole album is so stupidly fun and just loud and just it's so dumb and fun. Like every song has the word party or fun, with the exception of like She Is Beautiful, which is still a fucking slapper. Like this, like like I can't even like if we try to talk about who Andrew WK is, we will be here for another like 2 hours. Like people are convinced he does not even exist. But whoever Andrew WK is right now, please stop hanging out with Meghan McCain.
Can you also tell Meghan McCain to unblock me?
Yes, please unblock. Meghan McCain blocked Ivan like a day before giving birth to her baby she just gave birth to. She was in the hospital bed blocking our friend Ivan.
Meghan McCain, come on the pod. Unblock Ivan.
Let's hash this out.
Yeah. She tweeted so many times about how hot Billie Joe Armstrong is too, which we could delve into. But this is a... does anyone think this song is bad?
No, I like this song, and I think based on what you said, I would like to add that I think we need more music like this and like Diarrhea Planet, where it's just like we're dumb and we know about it, rather than like we're trying to seem smarter. This is a subtweet at Idols, but I think I think if we just accepted that dudes rock, and you know that what we need from cis straight white men is just like making really dumb music that is like sick. I think rock music would have, as Gavin said, lasted a little longer, and I think Andrew WK is overall a net positive, and that's my take.
Mm-hmm.
This is like head empty Japan droids.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No music is more dudes rock than Andrew WK.
This is like Japan droids if Japan droids was like smashing beer bottles over their heads.
He pulled the album cover. He allegedly hit himself in the face with a brick to get his broken nose. Nobody knows if anything about Andrew WK is true, but that's the story. So you can choose to believe that.
Oh yeah, Gavin, this is really quick thing. Andrew WK also played at Fest.
Of course he did. That makes so much sense. Damn.
Okay. All right, let's move on. But once again, introducing a great episode, Andrew WK. You do find out a lot of stuff. I actually hearing about the making of I Get Wet is crazy, because basically he was just like some weirdo from Michigan who moved to New York City and made like weirdo music, and like nobody really paid attention to him, but basically like a label guy found him, and then actually to tie this all back together, sent his demo to Dave Grohl, and Dave Grohl was like, wow, this is amazing, and brought Andrew K to LA to do a show like opening for Foo Fighters, and then he got signed to Island in like basically like the last big wave of like actual rock bands getting signed to major labels, like non-butt rock bands getting signed to major labels.
Thank you, Mr. Pussy Eater.
Yes.
Thank you, Dave Grohl, for giving Andrew WK a career.
Thank you.
Legitimately, thank you.
I love it, but I hate the taste.
Not
okay.
Not everything
I think that lyric has been said on every single one of these.
not the first step.
When it came on, it became a recurring theme.
That's true.
Okay, we've got 2 more songs left.
I
One
can't believe
we'll probably not talk
he
about.
hates the taste.
Damn.
Coward.
Damn. My wife tastes so bad, dude. We still think it's funny.
Had to pepper in a cell phone.
Right. Can you imagine if Dave Grohl and Kevin Smith did like a Talk House podcast?
This podcast is about 3 things.
True.
And I think we've mentioned all 3 on this one.
Yeah, that's true. And for the record, since our listeners can't peer into the Indie Heads podcast chat, the 3 things this show is about is Dave Grohl's Sex Life, number 1. Number 2, Family Guy, and number 3, 9/11. Which
we didn't even mention before we started recording. Matty just would not stop playing the cameo out loud over the call.
I can play it again.
No. We gotta talk about this. Whatever.
Shout out for Alex from Gavin. I'm sorry that you had to miss your Puddle of Mud concert because of COVID, but hey, maybe when everything opens up again, you can come to Quahog and we go see them together. But in the meantime, here's some better music.
Jesus. God.
Okay, anyways, our next song is Stone Sour's Through Glass. An iconic staple of my childhood.
No, Matty, this sucks.
I've never heard this song before in my life. I have no opinion on this.
Okay, no. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It was I do remember liking this song when I was a kid. Matty, you can keep talking.
I mean, I was gonna say again, I like this song. This song, it does not quite hold up. I will agree to that somewhat. I think, like, for whatever reason, I think I was like listening to a song and like I think it's the guitar solo or something like that. There's a certain part where I was just like, is like something they like forget to put something in the mix here? Like, this sounds like shit. Like, what's going on?
The performance is really passionless. They did not give a tiny shit about this song. No one wanted to play this song.
Wait, can I share a fun fact I learned today that it ties to like this whole podcast?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So apparently, so Corey Taylor was good friends with Chester Bennington, and he said that this was one of Chester Bennington's favorite songs, and he played it in honor of Chester after he passed away.
Aww.
So that's like, I guess, a net positive for this song in terms of like kind of like, I guess, cultural legacy.
I will give the song that the lyrics are like surprisingly interesting for a butt rock song. It does some things.
Does it?
Can I talk about the lyrics actually and why I kind of this song I had never really heard it before or really had a like experience with it. So I looked at the lyrics and then I tried to do some research on it. And I'm going to kind of gloss over because Corey Taylor wrote like essentially a whole think piece on this song and his reason for writing it. But basically he said that it was 2004 and he was on tour of Slipknot and he was in Europe in a hotel room watching like MTV because apparently he got sick and he couldn't get out of bed. So he just like watched music videos all day and that he got tired of watching what he describes as seeing act after act after act of this insane, innocuous plastic music. So he was like, what the fuck? I thought the singer-songwriter had won. This is actually a thing he said. So this song is like his attempt at doing a singer-songwriter type thing. So I kind of have grown to love this song after watching the music video, which is like Corey Taylor in a probably Hollywood Hills mansion, like looking really sad. And just in case you don't get the message, they changed the Hollywood sign from Hollywood to Hollowwood. It's so good.
Oh my god.
This song is like the Dennis Leary Pumpkin Spice tweets, and it's
I am not familiar.
Oh no.
Link me.
I'll find it for you.
Dennis Leary just like he has for the past like 7 years, just every year been writing anti-pumpkin spice tweets. And this is pretty much that. It's Corey Taylor writing a very earnest song about hating American Idol and Hollywood culture, and then putting it into video so that if you don't get the message of the song, you can find it. And I, for that, respect it. I think it's really dumb, but I think in the sort of like best ways of butt rock. I also think that Corey Taylor is just, he seems cool. He recently called Trump the Cheeto can't lead. And then if you haven't seen his Amiva What's in My Bag episode, there's a part where he grabs he grabs a Clash record and he very like seriously pulls it up to the camera and says, "If you're into punk rock and you've never heard the Clash, you got to check this shit out."
I don't.
Y'all ever heard the Beatles?
I would like to relate the lyrics to this song to a different experience. The chorus of "I'm looking at you through the glass, don't know how much time has passed," maybe about me as a teenager jerking off looking into a magnifying glass.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last song.
Best
Last
song. Last song, best song.
Yes, Alkaline Trio's Armageddon. This is a fucking banger. I don't know if it had any chance to go number one, like at all. But
it wasn't
this
a
song
single.
is a banger.
This was not released as a single. They released
Really?
Stupid Kid, which is it makes sense to be a single because it's like their big, like, I guess if you're a dumbass, sellout song or whatever. And then they released Private Eye, which is like a whatever song about.
Oh wait! I need to talk about Private Eyes because it has one of my favorite.
What do you not need to talk about, Ivan? You have so many eyes.
Ivan and I could talk about Matt Skiba for probably 24 hours.
Alex said this in the beginning of the pod, but like we have found somebody that is more butt rock pilled than us.
Matt Skiba is not butt rock.
You've been living this life, Ivan. Or that's just
true.
What I get from your knowledge base.
It's true, but I think like what I have to say about Private Eye is that really quickly it has one of my favorite lyrics in a song ever, which is, with no like context or whatever, Matt Skiba sings, "I watched flies fuck on Channel 11."
that's like the build up to the chorus and shit. It's just, the Private Eye should not have been a single. This should have been a single because this song is this might be in my top 10 songs of all time. Like, this song I could listen to on repeat for hours. I love this song, and the fact that it wasn't a single is stupid because it would have been a hit. You know, this song goes. This song is awesome. I love. Look, Matt Skiba, you are a fool. Your Instagram is bad, but this song is good.
The energy I get from Matt Skiba is that he has like way more sex than he deserves.
that is I don't know if anyone could people who have listened to this band their entire lives cannot sum up this man's existence better than that.
I had not heard a single Matt Skiba song before this.
God.
I agree.
But no, this song it fucking bangs. Ivan, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut you down for just a brief second, dude. Like, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I have to stop both you and Gavin because anytime that I hear either of you talking about Matt Skiba, I don't know if you're talking about a real person. I don't know if you're like telling lies. Because there's so many things about this man that I just refuse to believe are real. I just assume you're making this up. Just like you guys think that I made up 10 years, I think you're making up like Matt Skiba.
We would not make up a man who has joined Blink-182. If we were making up a man who has joined Blink-182, he would be like Scott Ray. He would be this almost anonymous man. Matt Skiba
I know you're no. You're lying to me. No.
What?
No, you would. What you again? If you and Ivan had the chance to create a character that joined the band Blink-182, you're gonna say, "Oh, he's just like an anonymous guy." Fuck no. This is like the perfect guy you would make up.
No, I could not create something nearly as good as what Matt Skiba is as a person. Like, if you put me in the lab for years, I would not be able to concoct this weird Chicago vampire who loves dressing up as a cop. Like, it's what is he? I've listened to Alkaline Trio for my entire life, and I don't know what he is. You know, like, what, like, but it doesn't matter what he is because he wrote Armageddon, and Armageddon is such a awesome fucking song.
This song rules. I was I don't know how I stand on with Alkaline Trio right now, but I went for a major Alkaline Trio phase at one point, especially like their record, God Damn It. And I think this is, like Gavin said, their sellout record, and a lot of people try to seem cool and are like, yeah, I'd never listened past this one or whatever. But I think the song rules, and I genuinely really love it. And it doesn't have any, I think, of the hallmarks of like Alkaline Trio, which are like talking about fucking a skeleton or putting your dick in a can of gasoline. But the drums basically say that. The drums, this song is just like drums.
They hit the cymbals more than any song I've ever heard. And like, I don't think they touch the hi-hat in this song. It is all cymbal crashes, and it's all good. And I'm going to try and find that quote, Ivan, and you know the one I'm talking about.
Oh, no. I gotta take the Matty role and be like, we gotta shut Gavin down.
You know we need this.
I'm gonna shut both of you down right now. Can we talk about Tony Hawk's Underground real quick?
Okay.
Classic game.
Wait,
Classic game.
Alex,
the best song on the soundtrack.
Alex has not spoken on this song.
I mean, when you drop the line of Matt Skiba probably has had more sex than he deserves. I think you don't need to say anything else. I think you really said the banger of a line.
We can't talk. We need to remove this from Matt. We can't just talk about Matt. There are two other members of Alkaline Trio. We got to talk about what this song brings to the table.
What are their names?
One of them is Dan from Slapstick and the Falcon, and I don't know the drummer's name.
I think they changed drummers at one point, so I think it's like a different drummer. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's not important.
Yes,
but no, yeah. The song is great. Gavin wants to share the quote. I know.
Let's talk about Tony Hawk. Let's get Matty. Tony Hawk's Underground, the best Tony Hawk game, in my opinion.
Yes, I think like. Yeah, I think it's probably this. I think I've gone back and forth between that and American Wasteland, but I think like thinking about American Wasteland, like if I went back to that game, I'd be like, there's just like too much stuff going on here. Although again, like I said, as I mentioned on previous pods, the 1+2 remake is really fucking good. I'm having a blast playing it right now. But yeah, Underground. I mean, Eric Sparrow, one of the most iconic villains ever put to film or the CRT screen. I mean. It's just an incredible piece of shit. Just fantastic voice acting. Just the most awful piece of shit human being. Because the thing with Eric Sparrow is that you know an Eric Sparrow in your life, and that's why he's become such an iconic villain. You know, even though the Tony Hawk games story wise are like kind of dog shit story wise, it's just like they're super short and like they're really just like compared to like other video games that have come out at that time. I don't know. Underground is great. Remake is good. Armageddon is probably the best song on the soundtrack. I loved the song as a kid, although I don't think I ever want to listen to another Alkaline Trio song, and I'm sorry for that. But you know,
there's some good songs on this record.
There probably is, but you know, I'll let you guys enjoy it. You know, I don't need to.
Those first two records are pretty good too.
I don't want to be Skiba pilled like you guys have.
Take the Skiba pill.
No,
take the Skiba pill. So I'm just gonna read this quote real quick.
Oh God.
After the Access Hollywood tape came out, I've been in complete shock and awe that Trump just didn't get Roadblock right there. People kept buying it and supporting him, and it's unfucking believable to me. Being a feminist and a pagan, and someone who considers Mother Nature, not Father Nature, that guy is the enemy of everything I stand for. Matt Skiba.
This man fucks.
This man has sex. So taking that in consideration, this man wrote Armageddon, so he could probably just say whatever.
I feel like, you know, I maybe start off a couple of these podcasts like yearning for death, but by the end I usually don't yearn for death. I yearn for death right now.
Armageddon. Let the light in.
This is a legitimately great song from my childhood, Gavin, and you are like ruining my brain.
Blame Matt. I didn't do anything. I was just reading what Matt said.
I don't care. You're complicit. You're complicit.
I'm sorry, Matty. This song is
Okay.
good. If anyone disagrees, at me on Twitter, and I will come to your house after I shake hands with Corey from Hinder, and I will have strength beyond any human, and I will defeat you in combat.
Okay. I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it for this pod. Actually, before Ivan, did you have one last thing to say about this song?
I was just gonna say, are you ashamed that you're both named Matt?
Well, that's why I've taken on Matty as my name, so I don't have to be completely associated with every Matt.
Matty
You know.
Skiba.
If honestly, like now what if he does that? What if he legally changes his name to Matty Skiba just to fuck with me?
He should.
He should change his name to Tom DeLong.
Oh God. Okay, that's good.
This podcast started with Alex just laughing uncontrollably, and it's only gotten more fucking deranged.
Oh God.
That was the hardest I've laughed in a long time.
These were songs we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about these songs, and next week we're gonna talk about songs we don't want to talk. I think there's more Foo Fighters. I could be wrong. But there's
Next week, not only is there more Foo Fighters, next week is like the Foo Fighters week. It's
and
like
there's Seether.
it's like the Linkin Park week, but with Foo Fighters.
And nobody wants that. We wanted this. We were all looking forward to this. Oh, here we go.
Hang on.
All right,
hang on,
I'm finding the list
on.
for next week.
Hang on. I got a joke. Foo Fighters, more like Poo Fighters.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Eat
that's-
that, Dave.
there are 3 Foo Fighters songs next week, and 2 of them suck so bad.
I think that Foo Fighters, really quick, I think that Foo Fighters kind of summarize the ethos of butt rock, which is, I love it, but I hate the taste, and I think that doesn't capture everything that we've listened to, and all of it.
I want everyone to know that when I edit this podcast, I'm just gonna put "Pain" by 3 Days Grace in the background.
Slowly fading out.
because just because this whole conversation is just pain. So I
And
think
we want to
appropriate.
talk about this. Tomorrow or next week is going to be so fucking bad. Like, pain.
Anyways, okay, that's it. That's it for the should have been Butt Rock number ones. We have 3 more episodes planned for the series. We have 2 more on the charts, and then an epilogue on butt rock culture. Here's the thing. I have no idea. That's Gavin's idea. So Gavin will be the lead. I have no idea what Gavin. I have
cooking up
no
some stuff.
idea. You're gonna again. Gavin will have a watch list, a listen list. He's gonna have stuff for us, and I'm legitimately frightened by what he will unveil onto us, because like me, I'm only so much butt rock pilled. I mainly just listened to the music and played like Tony Hawk and stuff. I wasn't so deep in the culture. Alex obviously wasn't that deep in the culture of butt rock, but Gavin and Ivan, you two were very deep, are very clearly deep into this stuff.
I liked butt
I
rock
would've-
when I was a kid.
No, this isn't saying, no, I did too, but I'm just saying that, like, in terms of the full blown culture, I think Gavin is very much
Sure.
like
Yes.
Gavin, like literally, like maybe like 14 people have watched the movie Grind, and Gavin is like 2 of them.
I've seen Impractical Jokers the movie like 3 times. So I just want to put out there, if you're out there and you also appreciate butt rock culture, I'm gonna open up my DMs. And if you have anything that you think is necessary to put on the Butt Rock Culture episode, feel free to send it to me. I will consider it. And that's all I want to put there.
In the honor of Papa Roach, Gavin will help you with all your mental health issues.
Yeah. Feel free to reach out if you have mental health issues.
Okay.
Pain.
Okay, that will do it for this episode of the Butt Rock number ones. Thank you, Ivan, once again for joining us.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Oh God. Do you have any final like factoids? Any other like wise information that you want to give to our listeners?
Yeah, oh, you butt rock sage.
Not much. Dude Ranch has come.
No, different podcast.
There's not much else to say.
Matt-
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no.
What is this?
I'm playing the dramatic piano because I assumed Ivan had more to say.
Matty, you and I are 9 to 5ers, but Ivan has studied the ancient texts.
This is
You can find me on Twitter at Green Day. Or tell Megan McCain to unblock me. Or if you want to follow my alt, you can also do that at Nira Tandon. NTANDN. Just text at all those butt rock takes. And also follow at Joanna Newsom 41 for my own personal takes. All of these accounts I endorse and are worth following. So yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, all right. Thank you once again. Thank you, Alex and Gavin, for once again joining us on this journey. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey guys.